Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. All right, you guys, so this channel is called Live Narc Free, where it's all about getting free and staying free after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So you guys, I actually had something that I was thinking about in regards to dealing with narcissistic abuse and how a lot of us, we may have trust issues after dealing with the abuse, or, whether that's not trusting ourselves, it's not trusting other people, and maybe not being able to trust our own decision making, or not be able to think for ourselves, or not be able to, just do the things that we want to do. It could be due to trust issues. It could be holding us back from opportunities, or, new connections or relationships, and maybe even friendships, because we don't trust people. So, I know that that is a big thing. Now, I did experience this myself, especially after dealing with the abuse. I did not trust a lot of people because I did feel like everybody was going to be like the male narc in my life, and also my aunt narc. And again, for those of you that have had parents that are narcissists, it's probably even worse, because again, this is your family, and what is the quote? They say blood is thicker than water, but a lot of times that's not true, unfortunately. So you probably will have the trust issues the worst, and you might have like CPTSD and stuff like that. So you might have childhood traumas as well. But anyway, so for me, what helped was, as I said in the previous video, being alone, spending time by myself, learning how to trust my intuition, learning how to make like little small decisions. Like, it wasn't big, you guys. It was like, I started off small. I started, not having to rely too much on people for my decision making, not having to rely people on doing things that was important for me, or doing certain tasks, or doing things that was important for me. Now, I'm not saying, don't ask for advice, don't get feedback. Yeah, you definitely want support. You definitely want feedback. It's always good to self-improve, and always, be learning and growing and expanding. Of course, always do that. But at the end of the day, you have to get to a point where you become centered from within, and you become solid and firm from within. You get me? Now, another thing, as I always say, you guys, what helped me was reading books. Of course, reading books about self-worth, self-value, and trust, in being able to be an independent thinker really helped. But yeah, just really spending the time alone, and not really. I guess the other thing would help me to trust myself is to realize, like, I come in this world alone, and I'm gonna die alone. So it's more so like, once you accept that reality, and it's like the time is ticking. It literally is, for everybody that's alive. Like, God knows my heart. I know I'm gonna be alive for a while, but I'm just saying it's gonna happen one day. So it's like, once you get you accept that reality that nobody is here forever, then you're just like, okay, like, what do I feel about the situation? Like, because for me, I remember when I was dealing with the narcissist, and to a certain degree my aunt, while I was living with her, it was like I was kind of reliant on them to make decisions, or I would always ask them questions like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And even like with the male narc, I literally got to a point, and narcissists are very manipulative. So with them, they will get you to be codependent, right? And that's the other thing. You have to learn how to overcome the codependency. But anyway, I remember that I would be asking him like, oh, do you think I should do this? Or do you think I should start this idea? Or do you think that... and not saying there's anything wrong with asking for feedback, but it was like little small decisions that usually, like, you could probably know from within without having to ask someone, but it was like I was asking the narcissist because it's like he made it seem like, he was trustworthy, that he was a friend, and that he really cared about me, and that he had good intentions, when meanwhile that wasn't the case, So when it comes to trust issues, you really just have to understand that it's okay to trust your own judgment. It's so, even if you make a mistake, it's like, it's okay, because if the situation didn't work out the one way, then next time you might have to try a different route or a different method. You get me? So but yeah, and in regards to trusting others, again, it's just taking the step, one step, baby step at a time. Like, if you have gotten out of the abuse and, you know, you want to date now, or you want to have friends, or, you know, you want to connect with certain folks, whether it could be like business wise, you know, just start small, you know, keep your distance. It doesn't have to be, you know, too much oversharing. I know, because I would do that at times, but, you know, only let people know as much as you want them to know, and keep it cordial, keep it professional. And again, it's about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. Like, because we all have that gut, especially women. Like, we have this intuition where it's like something is telling us, like, okay, be careful. Don't trust that person. That person is manipulative. That person is sneaky. Or a lot of us, we do have the intuition that tells us, like, this person is trustworthy. This person is a good individual. They have good intentions. They mean well, you know. So we have that way of knowing, and it's like that comes from within. That's like our guide, like our intuitive guide, our navigation system from within can kind of help us. But sometimes, I guess, you know, unfortunately, we have the covert narcissists, the manipulative people, deception and all that stuff can kind of trick and manipulate. But as I always say, those masks do come down eventually, so you will see that real person's true colors. So, but anyway, I hope that this is helpful to let you know, like, it is okay to trust people, you guys, but just start small, start slow, and trust people, you guys. When they show you their colors, like, trust it, because you can't fix a person. You can't make them want better. You can't make them do better. They have to want it for themselves. And your intuition will never lie. And I think the other thing is, what gets us is that we feel like we give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, once a person, the first time, you guys, the first time they show you that something is off, just cut it off. Cut it off. And then your confidence and your trust in yourself can get better. But like I said, the more you spend time alone, the more you can make your life decisions on your own, the more you can, you know, come up with certain ideas, or do your daily routines, or, you know, handle your business by yourself with no other influence around you. Then the trust in yourself and will rebuild. And then once you get on a certain level in a vibration, then other people will come around you that will emulate, and that will be a mirror vibration to like how you're vibrating. So that way, you know, then you can begin to trust them. But it takes time, you guys. It's not going to happen overnight. And even if you do get to a certain level of point where, you know, eventually you can start trusting people again, somebody might break that trust, and then you might be like, dang, okay, I can't trust people. So if anything, just always, you know, just be mindful, be aware, just understand that not everybody is a good person, but not everybody is evil. So you just really have to take your time. Don't be in a rush. Get to know people, you know, and just kind of, in a sense, you got to have your guard up to a certain degree, and just be mindful. So anyway, you guys, I hopefully this was helpful and it made sense. And let me know what's you guys' feedback. Do you guys struggle with trust issues? Is this a concern for you? Is this a challenge currently? How are you managing it? How are you moving through it? I would really love to hear. So anyway, you guys, be sure to give this video a like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time. Bye, guys.